Hi, my name is Shimona, and I am an independent singer-songwriter from Singapore. I started singing professionally in the year 2001. Before that, I just kind of did it as a hobby, and I was actually a very shy person, but learning to get on stage helped me to overcome that. Well, I started out in this dingy little pub called Swing at Cuppage, and back then it was quite the renowned place for musicians to come and hang out and jam after their own gigs. And I got to know a lot of really good musicians in Singapore. Really enjoyed it, and ever since then, just been playing in pubs and restaurants and doing events and my own stuff. I did take a leave of absence for a while, so I wasn't in Singapore for 6 years, and I did perform a little in Bangkok when I was living there for 2 years. So yeah, currently I'm a full-time musician. I do gigs and events, and but I also teach singing. I teach kids, I teach teenagers, and I teach adults. I teach at some private schools, and I teach at home. I kind of give equal time to both performing, writing, as well as teaching, because I really love teaching people to sing. I feel that, watching them improve, and when they understand their own instrument better, and they have that glimpse, that glint in their eye that goes, oh wow, I can sing like that, then I feel very happy. To me, there's a very thin line between playing your own song and playing someone else's song, because I take the approach that whether a song is something I wrote or someone else's song, it's still a story. And for me, I pride myself as a singer, and as singers, we learn to tell the stories in the songs and emote the feelings and bring across a message to the audience. So many times when I cover other people's songs, I really enjoy them, because I'm a storyteller. I'm able to bring them places that they've never been. When the songs are my own, then it becomes a little bit more personal, of course. So then I take a different kind of joy. It's kind of like a creator's joy. But musically, it's very different. I write in a certain genre, whereas I sing a lot of different types of genres. I guess you could say that, yeah. Well, I've been writing songs since I was 18, so doing my own originals album has always been a very long-term goal. It's been a long time coming, honestly, I should have done it 10 years ago, but I guess a lot of things held me back, and things like the lack of an opportunity. Back then, 10 years ago, the music scene was very different, and me being a naive young girl back then, I always thought that, I would need someone else to produce me and record me and have a label and all these kind of things, which along the way I realized nowadays modern music is very different. You don't need necessarily that. You can do it yourself and put it online and things like that. So after all those years, I decided, you know what, enough hesitation. I don't want to regret it later on, so I just went and did it. I just did it, like Nike. There's no other way to explain it. But one other thing that held me back then was that I was very musically perfectionistic, and whenever I recorded something, I'm not happy with how it sounds, and I didn't want it to be my first album. Whereas now I have a very different mindset and approach and thinking on this. To me, this first album is where I am right now. It's like a notch in the steps that I'm climbing. So it's a representation of my music at this point in time. It doesn't mean that I'm going to always be at this point. It just means that I'm growing, and this is a snapshot of who I am as a musician. So in that sense, there's a sense of relief that I don't need to bring about this perfect album that is completely beautiful and no mistakes and things like that. So it's organic in that way. A lot of the stuff I used to write was more towards folk, a little more of the yodelly type, like Alanis Morissette kind of thing. And along the way, I became a bit more pop, I guess, and with some jazz influence. And now I I'm not sure exactly what to call my genre. It's just, yeah, that. So, okay, my album is called Simply Shimona. That's been my kind of nickname for many years on Twitter and YouTube. So I thought it would keep it that way, Simply Shimona. And if you drop by my website, shimonakee.com, you'll find out how to buy it. There are several shops, little cafes and places in Singapore that support indie music that you can buy my CD from. You can also get the digital download, and you can find it at shimona.bandcamp.com. And yeah, I guess I hope you enjoy the album, because I wrote it from a very positive mindset, also encouraging music, hopefully, because my outlook on life also is quite optimistic, and I hope to bring that across in my album. So yeah, enjoy the music. I hope it soothes your soul, and remember that happiness is a choice.
Down won't bring me down. Down, down, down won't bring me